Board of Public Works for today, Wednesday, May 17th, 2017.
Commissioners Rivas, Repenning, James, Davis, and Jacinto are present. We have a quorum. This is Raul Mendoza, Assistant Executive Officer, President James. We do not have any comments under public comment on any of the items or under the Neighborhood Council commentary.
Great. Then we will close general public comment as well as our Neighborhood Council category of commentary. Assessment hearing items 1 through 4 will be continued to this Friday's meeting, May 19th, 2017. And we have a presentation this morning regarding the Sparks LA partnership, the Spark LA partnership. Commissioner Repenning.
Good morning. We wanted to have a chance today to hear from the students who participated in a program called Spark LA, which was a collaboration between HNTB, which is the design and engineering firm that we work with on a lot of transportation projects like the 6th Street Bridge, and this LA City and LAUSD, a school called the Girls Academic Leadership Academy, which is a girls' school that focuses on STEM-related education. And this was the inaugural year of the program, and I think it was a big success. We had students from both the 6th and the 9th grade complete 16 weeks of after-school instruction related to public infrastructure, civil engineering, and a lot of other cool stuff. So they're here today. I think there are a lot of people to thank, and I think we'll do that afterward. But I wanted to invite Commissioner Rivas, who was also a partner as well in kind of shaping the program. She obviously has a lot of background in this work. To invite you guys up to come and make your presentations and tell us about what you learned. Who's first?
You get to choose.
Okay. Can I fix this? Good morning, and thank you for your time. We are 9th graders from Girls Academic Leadership Academy. My name is Jimena Renteria, and these are my partners.
Good morning. My name is Cynthia Sanchez. Thank you for your time.
Good morning. My name is Carolina Gonzalez. Thank you for your time.
And my name is Alondra Cabrera.
During these past weeks, we have learned much about engineering and the impacts in our and many other communities. And our final project was to build a pocket park and explain why it may be beneficial to our community.
While we were planning this, we thought about people and their morning run. So therefore, we built tracks so they could have their morning run. And we also decided to put drinking fountains that are for people and dogs, because we noticed that in the community there are a bunch of dogs.
Our location given was Gallis Field, and it took us time to plan out what may be potentially beneficial to the community surrounding Gallis Field.
Since we planted the trees, we don't want that many that we will waste water, because as we know, we're on a drought. So we planted a few trees so it can create natural shade, so the parents can sit down in the benches and have a nice time, maybe read a book while their children are playing in the playground.
Another element that we thought of adding to the park was trash cans and recycling bins. Other than trash cans and recycling bins was to add native plants, because it will educate the community and it will be beneficial since they won't need as much water as the trees. And it will be beneficial to the organisms around the area, because they will be able to build habitats in a clean environment.
Adding to what Cynthia said, native plants don't need as much maintenance and will save us money as a park. But an element that was crucial to our park was to have a restroom, since in the case one has to use the restroom, we wouldn't be able to provide that at the park. For further protection, we will have the gates to protect our park.
So we did some math, and the estimated total for the park would be around $70,000 to $100,000.
And this is why we think you should open a park at Gallus Field. I hope that you can sponsor us.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. We certainly like the price tag. Excellent work, very creative. Who's next? And you could each introduce yourselves as well as last time.
Good morning and welcome to Cass Park. My name is Samantha Kazan and I'm in the 6th grade.
Sixth grade?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Hi.
My name's Ella Salim, and I'm also in the 6th grade. And my name's Scout Brodsky. I'm also in the 6th grade.
Okay.
We named our park Kess Park for two different reasons. First, it's all of our initials, Kira, Ella, Scout, and Samantha. And second, we looked it up to see the definition of it, and it described it as a teddy bear-like front with a lion inside waiting to pounce, which we think describes our park perfectly, because you can see the size of it is quite small, but it has lots of excitement on the inside, and it's very busy. Two of the most important features in our park, we included a bathroom and a drinking fountain. I went around my community and surveyed them, asking, what do you think would be most important in a park? And the number one answer was a bathroom. And our drinking fountain is accessible for both people and dogs.
We have two parts to our park, more of a fun playground for kids. Then we have more of a walkway, pathway, a more naturey feel for people who want to walk their dogs or people who just want to have a nice picnic. Then we also want to include trees that were already on the location, which is this tree, and this tree. We also put benches around the trunks of the trees to use our resources so we didn't have to make as many individual benches like these two. And we planted native plants like succulents and poppies so that we could save water because California is in a drought.
We also included this porous rubbery playground material in the playground area because when it rains, it will absorb the water instead of like it's sitting on like cement, because then it gets dirty and then it will go into our ecosystem, which is bad for the environment. And we also included lights around the park so people can come at night.
Thank you so much for your time and consideration. I hope that you consider our park and implement it.
Thank you all from the 6th grade. Excellent. Right, yeah, just for different grades. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. My name is Marin Ashraf.
My name is Vivian Black.
And my name is Anaya Lewis. And we're all 9th graders of Girls Academic Leadership Academy. So as you can see, our location was Santa Monica Freeway. It was a very small place, but we decided to put some fun stuffs in it to make it more presentable.
And we also decided to use it for, say, if someone was on a road trip and they needed to just stop. So we put a pond in here so we could have more of a peaceful setting. And we put a picnic so that they could stop and eat. We didn't actually have room for a bathroom, so there's that. And we put a bench just so, they can also put a recycling bin and a grill so that, say, someone wanted to grill something, and we put a water fountain so that they can stop and drink and stuff.
And we also decided to add a mural that would be designed by members of the community to add to the beauty of the park, and as well as bring the community together to kind of personalize it in a way.
We were also considering a playground for the children, but then there wasn't enough space for it. Also, it's like a freeway. I don't think anyone will get down to play. And then, yeah, so we also didn't have space for a bathroom. But this was our idea. Thank you for listening. And at this time, if you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer.
Thank you. Any questions? Nope. Thank you.
Good morning. We're the ninth graders from Gala.
I'm Emily.
I'm Daniela. And I'm Juliet.
Through the Spark program, we were able to design and create our own pocket park.
This is our finished product, and we called it West Park. So in our park, we've included several unique features that are beneficial to many people.
Such as the doggy area, the grassy field, the walking path, and the restrooms.
The dog area is separated from the rest of the park by a wooden fence, with pet waste bags and the trash can combined. The area also has 2 pink benches that are portable. This way people are able to move it around to places they would like to be. The color of the benches are very bright pink, so they cannot be easily stolen from the area.
Near the gate of the doggy zone is a water fountain made for dogs of all sizes. It has a drinking bowl at the very bottom for smaller dogs, another bowl in the middle for medium-sized dogs, and lastly, a bowl at the top for big dogs. Both restrooms for men and women are located at the right of the dog area. Above the doggy zone is a walking path for a nice stroll in the park. The dog area is separated from the walking path by shrubs.
So the majority of the park is taken up by the big green grassy field for people to enjoy, and it has 2 picnic tables with umbrellas and trash cans to help keep the park clean. In this area, you can play games and lay on the grass, have a picnic at the tables, or sit under the trees. Lastly, next to the street area, which is this area, we have included a sidewalk for easy access into the park, and right below the sidewalk, there are 3 areas that have trees for shade. Thank you. This is West Park.
Thank you. Final group. What grade?
6th grade.
6th grade. Okay, go ahead.
Good morning. My name is Kellen Lanza, and these are my partners.
Each of you can introduce, say your name.
I'm Manuela. I'm Melissa Duran. I'm Madeline Camarillo. And I'm Samantha Kim.
This is a model of our park, Lorraine Park, located on Lorraine and 8th Street.
We designed our park to be one of a kind, as you can see. Some unique features of our park include a solar compacted trash can and a splash pad too. We chose this layout because we want adults to relax and children to have a great time. The most important feature we wanted to include was a dog runner because many communities don't have space for their dogs. We included other features like lawns, which are located over here. And these lawns were made for relaxation purposes, and fitness equipment was also located here, where adults can exercise while their children play. Our bathrooms are located in the corner of the pocket park over here. We included a picnic table area for people to eat and sit down, which is over here.
We thought it was essential to include both a fitness area and entertainment such as a splash pad and a playground. This allows parents to work out while their children are having fun. If the parents wish to supervise their child, there are many sitting areas like the one right here, here, and here. They are all scattered around the park. We have also included a lawn area with trees and benches nearby. This area is meant for relaxation purposes. The sound of the water from the fountain is also very soothing.
Our legend does not include all of the components of the park because some of them are labeled on the model shown like for the playground area, and so we didn't have to include everything down in this legend.
We think our park is worth recognizing because of the unique features like the dog runner and the splash pad. Our park is welcome to adults, kids, and also dogs to enjoy. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Commissioner Rivas.
Thank you so much for these great presentations. I know I visited your first class. I was there on your first class when you guys were just getting started with this program, and now it's, 15 weeks later? And I'm so impressed with how far along you've come along and how you used the skills that you learned in the program. You know, you guys did environmental engineering, civil engineering, transportation, and also not just that, but thinking about the community and what the people want. And I think that's a very important skill that sometimes engineers don't have. And it's a very valuable skill, and you're already learning early that we have to think about what people want, right? Not just the best design and thinking about the technical side. So I think it's very exciting that you already had this opportunity to design something. I mean, this is what our engineers do. It just takes them years to do this, but this is exactly what you did, right? So you're already doing what we do here at Public Works. So I just want to congratulate you and congratulate your teachers, your principal, and the team from HNTB that made this happen, that designed this amazing program. So thank you all for being here, and I hope that you will continue to come back and join us. We're having an internship program this summer at Public Works, and you have to be 14. So if any of you are and are interested, please let me know, and I'll give you my contact information. But you already have some of the experience that we're looking for, and we really need you to join our team, even starting this summer. So thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Rivas. Commissioner Repenning?
I just wanted to appreciate all of the thought that went into the park design. We see a lot of park designs in our work here at the city, and I have to say that you guys were kind of spot on in a way in thinking about kind of what would work given the limitations of a small site, but also what are the things that the community would most enjoy, and so how to really maximize the space that you have. And I think that you all did that well. I was very impressed by the presentations that you gave. I didn't see too many folks getting nervous. It's hard to speak into a microphone sometimes. And one tip I will give you is never be afraid to just make the adjustment if you need to go up or down with the mic so that your voice can be heard. But I think you all did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Repenning. Commissioner Jacinto.
Thank you, President James. All the stakeholders, all the great people from Gala, thank you for coming out and presenting really important parts of our city, pocket parks, right? Because they're underutilized, they're just sitting there. And what was so impressive was that the thought that you had in providing things that, like what our colleague said, is what people need, what dogs need. And what I want to share with you is that is part of our mayor's agenda, to have a livable and sustainable city. And that means you have places to go that are close, that you could walk, not far, far away. They have to take a bus to go play. or to walk your dog. So these are critical elements in building a city that's livable and sustainable. So I would encourage you to share your projects with your local council person and say, hey, look, you could sponsor us, you could make this part of the plan for improvements, but your work is incredible, and we look forward to more things, and thank you so, so much.
Thank you, Commissioner Davis.
I want to commend each and every one of you who participated, and I agree with the fellow commissioners who have given remarks about how well you have been organized in your presentation. I know that park space is so critically important in our neighborhoods and in our community. What I learned from each of your presentations is that each of us individually have something to enhance a project, and we each have unique ideas, but collectively when we get together as teams, those ideas become even more impactful. So while you did have a piece of what would make a pocket park great, it was even greater to collectively see you come here as teams to present. And I think when we realize your collective thoughts, these were great projects that many of us, believe it or not, were inspired and really thought that these could be ideas worth implementing. So again, I hope that you have equally learned what we have learned from you. And that is, by working together as a team, we're able to have greater impact. And I think overall, I will say to you that by doing this project, each of you have given us suggestions on how we can help to improve the quality of life in our community by looking at these plans and hopefully being able to implement, if not your plan, something similar to it by increasing the numbers of pocket parks so that families and individuals will have places to relax. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Davis. To add on to Commissioner Davis's point, we see your presentations, and when we see consistencies in your presentations, in your separate presentations, that gives us information about what the community also sees as important, because it's based on the information that you all brought in. So that's very helpful for us. I have a quick question, maybe just for one person from each of the groups. Maybe we'll try and go in order of the presentation. Just one question. What did you find to be the most difficult, the most challenging part? Whoever went first. Interesting. I'll tell you in a moment. The second group? Great. And the third group? Okay. And the fourth group? And the fifth group? So welcome to the lives of an engineer. Those challenges are real challenges that engineers experience when they design our city, especially in an urban environment like Los Angeles, where we have limited space. That you all had to work within the confines of limited space, and that, whether you recognize it or not, that affects your creativity. I would argue it makes you more creative, and your creativity came through in your presentations. So we really want to thank you for your participation. This is one of the best parts of our job, is when we get to have young people like you, and especially in this environment of engineering. We couldn't be more thrilled to see a room full of young ladies that are going to be very interested in engineering going forward, because our country needs it. And you'll be serving in whatever field you go into as you grow older. You'll be serving your communities and our communities. So we thank you so much. So with that, we'll go to Commissioners Rivas and Repenning.
Hi. So before we give you guys your certificates for accomplishing 16 weeks of after-school work, I know you guys had the option to go home after school, and instead you chose to remain and stay and continue to work and to learn. And so we wanted to acknowledge that effort. But before we do that, I actually wanted to thank a few of the grown-ups who made this possible. The first one, Emily. Emily Hill, Ms. Hill. You know, we kind of came to the school with this idea of doing this program, and you know, they're a brand new school, probably overwhelmed with things, and the school could have easily said, you know, not for us. We're busy here. We've got a lot going on. It's our first year, but instead they made it work, and specifically Ms. Hill, who, you know, at the end of her long day, teaching all day, could have said, you know, I'm ready to go home, I'm done. She stayed, and she not only stayed in a way that was, you know, perfunctory, she really, I think, was an amazing part of, from what I saw, happened out at the school. So thank you, Ms. Hill, for being willing to take this on. And you know, sometimes, as you can see, I think a lot of what we try to do and I try to work on sometimes relates to promoting girls and women. But sometimes a good friend to girls and women ends up being a man. So I want to thank Josh Englander, who actually had this idea of starting this program. And, you know, he said, we're doing this in Chicago. We'd love to do it in LA. Can we get this done? And I said, yeah, I think we can get it done. So, Josh, thank you. Thank you to HNTB. We appreciate you guys. And then also from HNTB, I really want to thank someone who just went above and beyond to make this happen. Laura, come on down. You're a star. She created something amazing out of nothing, and just really, we are grateful to her. So thank you. So
I had a lot of busy things going on throughout the year, and I looked at Wednesday afternoon as the one afternoon a week I was sure I was going to have some happy and some fun because I got to see all of you.
Okay, sure. Okay, now the girls. Let's see. Marine Ashraf. Okay, let's see. Vivian Black. Let's see. Scout Brodsky. Alondra Cabrera. Madeline Camarillo. Congratulations. Melissa Duran. Carolina Gonzalez. Yasmin Johnson. Samantha Kim. Samantha Kassane. I don't know if I got that. Kellen Lanza. Justine Legaspi. She's not here. Zanaya Lewis. Emily Lopez. You're welcome. Iman Minwala. Jimena Renteria. Go. Daniela Rios. Ella Salim. Cynthia Sanchez. Juliet Urtiaga. Kira Valencia. Angela Yusin or Yusan? She's not here. Okay. Okay. So we want to take a picture with all of you with your certificates. So please have them open, right? And then you'll have them in front of you. And we're going to take it back there. Okay, so we're all going to move back with all of the commissioners, right? So.
Congratulations again, everyone.